All right, man. It's the one and only DJ Chase. I am back today, man. Working hard, back at it. Interviews, promo, all of that. This episode of today's pregame party miss podcast is brought to you by College Radio Directory, Podcast Directory. Use the promo code DJ Chase. Get in touch with playlist curators, radio stations, and college radio stations, podcasts like myself. Use the promo code DJ Chase and Groove, the hottest platform to get in touch with playlist curators, real people, not bots. To review your music and all of that. But today we got fire, very positive brother. He had a really interesting story, and he's in a different region, so I definitely wanted to get him on the platform today. We got Arkansas's own my guy Traviee. Jacksonville, Arkansas, North Little Rock, Arkansas. My guy Traviee in the building. How you doing today, brother?
Doing pretty good, man. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Excited to, chop it up with you today. I know we had a little stuff behind the scenes, trying to get it done, but we got it done. So
Right. I know we supposed to do something yesterday, but yeah,
yeah. Nah, man, life happens, bro. Life happens, man. There's nothing wrong with that. No issues here. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm just glad to have you on the platform. Yeah, and what today is like, my show is dedicated to music education and, also getting people familiar with who you are and, allowing you to tell your story and talk about your journey. So with that being said, I want to get into your background a little bit. So you're from Jacksonville, Arkansas, correct?
Jacksonville, Arkansas. Yes, sir. Born and raised. I
Mm-hmm.
grew up on the street Galloway Circle.
Yeah.
Grew up in three household. Just my sister and my mama. And my
Mm-hmm.
dad, he drove trucks, but he came home when he could.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we were just raised right there in Galloway.
Nice. And how was it growing up in that Galloway area for you of Arkansas?
Well, around the time when I was growing up, around that time, yeah, it was very violent in the
Mm,
free area, and that's why the police today is very bad down there in Jackson.
mm,
But yeah, we actually experienced like a lot of violence, like people robbing
mm,
stuff like
mm,
that. But
mm,
to this very day, 2025, it's very peaceful down there in Jacksonville.
nice. Okay, that's good to hear. And did you play like sports in school? Did you always do music, or did you play like sports, anything like that, or more student?
I played football in middle school. I played the position.
Mm,
I played runner back. I'm very fast and I run real quick.
yeah.
I don't really know my speed average, but there was only one person
For
that was.
sure.
His name was Joey Gates.
Yeah. For sure. What drove you to music?
Well, really, before I even knew music, I used to
Mm,
playing like video games all the time, and I used to play
mm,
Hedgehog. And it's crazy to say, but like just playing Sonic, all the music was very catchy to me when I played every level.
okay.
Um, I just love the melodies of the music that was playing on the video games, and so I used to start making music while I'm
Mm,
playing the game. And this is when I'm like 4 or 5 years old, and then I'd be beating on windows, like like walls, going around the house, being annoying to you
yeah.
know adults.
For sure. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. And did you grow up with both your parents, or just your mom, or just your dad?
Yeah, I grew up with both of my parents.
Mm,
They ended up splitting up during
okay.
time, but my dad was always around, and that's
Mm,
why I got this chain right now because my dad just passed away
mm,
December of 2020.
okay. Sorry to hear
And
that.
he loved the Dallas Cowboys, and
Mm,
I'm a Patriots fan, but
mm,
I've been rocking the Dallas Cowboys because I know that this is his team. I want to rock him for him, and
mm.
he ain't here with us, but you
Yeah.
know, me and the family, yeah, we truly do miss him a lot.
Nah, I feel you. Well, like I said, my condolences on that, man. I know how it feels. I lost my mom too, so I know losing a parent is not easy. So salute to you, brother. Um, yeah, for sure. And like, coming from playing video games like that, as playing football as a running back, did you think about going pro, or you just was like, you know what, I'm gonna try something else?
Yeah, I thought about going pro, but I'm here to be completely honest. I believe that I didn't really know the plays like that when it
Mm,
came. Like I didn't, it's not something that I was doing when I was a kid completely.
mm,
Like going like playing pee wee.
Mm,
So like, when it came to me actually playing in high school, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't catch on to the plays in time.
mm,
Everybody could tell you that I was real cold at what I did,
yeah.
but I just decided that you know, I didn't feel like it was the right move for me.
Mm,
So I decided that I want to just start taking music a little bit
mm.
more, something that I really am passionate about even more.
Okay, got you. And did you as starting segue into music, like how did you start? You started with like the beat first or just writing the lyrics? How did you start out?
Yeah, I used to write just beating on, you know what I'm saying, just making beats on the wall and cars. And
Mm,
then I just one day just started writing.
mm,
And I used to like go to my auntie house and,
yeah.
you know, play beats on their computer. And
Mm,
me and my cousins now, we used to just be rapping to freestyling to beats and stuff.
mm.
Yeah,
I
this is
say. Okay. Got you. And I do want to ask all this too, because like I said, you don't hear a lot of maybe some artists that I don't know that are claiming from Arkansas, but who did you listen to growing up in Arkansas?
coming up in Arkansas. It's a lot of great musicians, but I gotta say, my cousin Champion Payne,
Mm.
he was the one that was he was he actually had a lot of buzz down here,
Okay.
and I ended up listening to him a lot, and he kind of inspired me a lot too. His name
Yeah.
is Patrick Little, and
Yeah. Yeah.
he was he was one person I was like, oh man, I need to get out there, and you know, this is when he went to a real studio.
Mm.
Dang, I need to get in the studio one day.
Mm. Nice.
We got
Well,
out of Arkansas like Bankroll Freddie.
mm.
We got Big JJ, even though he a comedian. Lil JJ, he played
Mm.
with the movies with Ice Cube, Janky Promoter.
Okay.
Uh, I think all these people has been inspirations from.
Mm.
So
Got you. And when you're doing music, right, do you feel like okay, you get the beat first? Do you start with the melody? How do you start out first?
I start off with yeah, I listen to the beat and then yeah, I kind of put a melody to it.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. I just gotta think like I really go like what's on my heart, like what's in my mind, like
Mm.
something I'm going through currently at the time. And
Mm.
I put it into play, whatever I feel. You know, a lot of times I tell my wife, you know, hey, I'm gonna go outside real quick. You know, I'm gonna go sit in the car. Gonna,
Mm.
you know, what I'm saying, I'm gonna write a little music, and I get a
Mm.
lot of stuff off my chest.
Yeah,
And
yeah. For sure, for sure. Now I want to play a game with you, right? So I know that you're very big on like zodiac signs and things like that. So I want to play a game, right? So the game that we play is so basically I name like the characteristics or the trait of the zodiac sign. You just tell me what zodiac sign it is, okay?
okay,
All right, got you. So emotional, sensitive, loyal, protective. What's the zodiac sign?
emotional, mm, protective. Sound like a Leo.
Ah, almost Cancer. Yeah,
But that was in my head.
yeah, Cancer. All right.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay. I got two more. Kind, helpful, and detail oriented.
Taurus.
Who's that?
Taurus.
Ah, almost. That's a Virgo.
Virgo. Oh, Virgo. You right. You
All
right. Right.
right, last one. Social, restless, and curious.
So I'm curious. Sound like a Scorpio.
Ah, almost Gemini. Crazy too, but Gemini.
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 Okay. I
Copy.
probably wouldn't get that because I do got a lot of anxiety. Uh,
Yeah,
I've been working on. Yeah, I am very social actually, but
yeah.
I been working on that,
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
get with everybody.
Yeah, for sure. And with that being said, now how does you feel like your music has grown from the first project, Heart of a Gemini, to Craig, the new album?
I feel like it definitely has took a big spin. Dropping Heart of a Gemini, people got a chance to see who I am and the things I went through. Because on Heart of a Gemini, I was able to express my broken heart and how I went through a very bad marriage,
Mm,
how I overcame it, how I was able to heal myself
mm,
and and get to a new level of healing other people. And I think that got people a lot of respect for me.
mm,
So it definitely grew my fan base. I got so many people that stuck with me
mm,
since still been rocking with me, and
Mm.
really proud to see me grow.
Nice, nice. And with that being said, like, do you like the stage better or do you like the studio better?
I definitely, ooh, that's a hard one. I could say I like the stage better.
Yeah.
Uh, I like doing the music too. I like doing the studio time too.
Mm.
But like, I like the experience, like going to different states and performing in front of people.
Yeah.
It's lovely to to network with everybody too and
Mm.
see show a new crowd my potential and what
Mm.
the talent that I got to give to them.
Nice, nice, nice. Now let's talk about the music right quick. So I want to talk about the new album, Craig, 22 songs. Why so many songs as a new artist? Like why 22 records?
Actually, 22 songs on the album is the biggest songs that I ever have put.
Mm.
Um, definitely had a lot to say. Uh, I wanted to express about my father. It really did crack my heart to
Mm.
know that he not here no more. He was musically inclined, and I'm musically inclined just like him. I got it from him. He
Mm.
guitar. Uh, I just wanted. I just felt like it wasn't enough to say. I
Mm.
couldn't. To be honest with you, I even made more than that after I published the album, and I wish that I had put it on there.
I
So
feel you. I feel you.
I just felt like I felt like it was a lot that needed to be said on that
Mm.
album about my daddy.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay, gotcha. And Craig is your dad's name, I take it?
Yeah, yeah, that's my
Okay,
daddy.
gotcha. So you dedicated to him. Okay, copy, copy. And the single My Will, definitely I do see, the visual is very, dramatic and a lot of acting and stuff like that. What inspired the video to the single My Will?
The My Will is basically that video was dedicated to my mom. She had a bad car accident in
Mm,
2003, and I
mm,
wanted to tell the story of how glass cut her neck and she survived.
mm.
She lifted her hands up. She kept saying Jesus, Jesus, Jesus until the paramedics got there. Even when they did get there, she still was calling on the name of Jesus. And
Mm.
they got her out of the car. They had to cut my mom out the car seat, you
Mm.
know, because it was she was like stuck in between there.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
it was a real bad accident.
Mm, mm. Is she
Now,
okay now?
she's okay. She was paralyzed from the neck down,
Mm,
but every single day she was able to move a different
mm. Yeah.
part of the body, like her finger, her
Mm,
toes. And today she's walking,
mm.
and
Nice. Okay.
it's a walking miracle.
Yeah, yeah. That's what's up, brother. That's what's up, brother. And I do want to ask as well too, like, so how would you describe your sound? Because like I said, you do more like you do all different types of genres and you include a lot of different sounds. How would you like describe your sound to somebody?
I would say is a soulful, versatile. I started off doing soulful type of sounds because I'm inspired by Kanye West.
Mm, okay.
I always loved his samples that he put in his beats. So I always liked the chipmunk sound in the back.
Yeah, yeah,
For records, I'd be like, dang, that's actually catchy.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I realized that I had a lot more that was me too.
Mm,
So I went into like I wanted to show people that I can do rock, I can do country, I can do
mm.
I can do
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, yeah. For sure, for sure. And I do want to ask this question, right? And that's what I was sitting over here messing around. So you have a like really, really good visual like aspect to your artistry. What inspired you like to make videos and say, you know what, I'm gonna be more of a visual artist versus relying on like Instagram and playlists and stuff like that. You focus a lot on YouTube and you focus on the right aspects of the music business. Where did you learn that from?
What's that again?
No, I said that your YouTube, you have very good visuals, and I was
Oh,
saying, yeah, yeah, and I said, like, what inspired you to like really understand the YouTube and having good visuals as part of your music?
oh yeah, because I got a thing for writing movies,
Mm,
writing fictions.
mm,
Actually wrote a couple of movies in my head that I wanted to do, and so
mm,
I always got like a vision for everything that I do. Like I dropped Genie.
mm,
I dropped this video called Agony. Every
mm,
video is a visual. If
Mm,
it didn't happen to me, it happened to somebody else, and I wanted to share their story. Uh,
mm,
Permission, like Agony. I dropped a video called Agony, and
mm,
as you see, it's a video of about a wedding that happened, and then the guy changed his mind and walked out on the wedding. That
mm,
was something that had happened to me. I was wishing it had happened to me. I,
mm,
I was that person that had walked out of that wedding.
mm.
I didn't realize I was gonna get myself into a bad marriage.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. What happens, man? Like I said, part of the life lessons is living and learning from experience. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main, most important thing. And how did you come with your name, Travis?
Travis, basically my name is Travis.
Uh-huh.
And I just like people at the jobs used to be like used to call me Travis. They'd be like Travis,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
they just be saying that stuff, nicknames, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna put Travis, but I'm gonna add an extra E at the end
yeah.
because a lot of people put their name as Travis, but
Hmm.
I wanted to put the extra E at the end to
Yeah.
be. And for like when
Uh-huh.
people search me, I pull up, and that's why today on Google, if you search Travis,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
pull up, and YouTube, anywhere I pull up, and
Yeah.
it's from God that I could be creative and have a name that people can search and.
Mm. Yeah. For sure, brother. And I do want to ask you this question, right? So, like I said, you're a new artist, you getting out there, not new, but super new, kind of new, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, I see myself walking on that stage, getting a Grammy,
Yeah.
and telling people about my daddy Craig, about
Mm.
how he inspired the family, and I see myself putting other artists on,
Mm.
you know, showing other talent, healing people, healing every broken heart that's out there. That's
Nice.
that's what I see myself doing.
Nice, nice. Respect, respect. And one of my last questions is this before we get out of here. I want to ask, man, is there a tour coming up? What's up? Another album coming out, or what's in the plan for Travis this year?
Well, I want to take a different approach. We finna start doing some live performances. Like we going to Atlanta July 30th. We finna go be on the part of the debate show. It's a real popular show in Atlanta, so we going there July 30th.
Nice.
Gonna perform in front of Tania. He a great rapper,
Yeah.
and then in Texas to go perform in front of Boosie daughter Poison.
Nice, nice. Okay.
So yeah, more than likely, I'm probably. I was telling people I'm probably Craig gonna be my last album for right now.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just on doing a lot of performances and singles and
Mm.
videos and visions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And my very, very last question is this, Travis. You've been putting through a lot of pain. You've been working a lot. You just putting it on. You doing your thing from Arkansas. Like I don't meet a lot of artists from Arkansas. So that's actually why I wanted to interview too, because I don't really meet a lot of people from Arkansas. So you know, with that being said, Arkansas is such a big city. You hear about it. You hear about the gangs. You hear about different things like that. But in your opinion, being an artist and being a working artist right now, what is one piece of advice that you would give anyone getting into the music business today?
I would say stay encouraged, like believe in yourself. Don't worry about what people say because people gon' talk and try to break your spirits down low.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay prayed up to the Lord. Trust God. Don't worry about if managers don't want to take a chance on you. Let God be the manager. Let God manage your life. You know what I'm saying? Like just go out there and just kill it. Everything you do. But you can't do it if you don't believe. You
Yeah.
gotta.
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir. With that being said, my guy Travis, man, thank you so much for coming on the platform, brother. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Like I said, it's gonna reach out globally. You know what I'm saying? New York, Charlotte, all over. So we're gonna get you out there. We're gonna promote this. I said you're a very talented artist. Like I said, you putting on for your city. You know what I'm saying? That's the best, most important thing. Where can people find you? Where can people reach out to you? TikTok, Instagram, all of that. Plug everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. On Instagram, it's underscore Travi. You can find me on TikTok. It's Travi. Everything Travi, really. YouTube Travi. That'd be Travi, and with two E's. Don't forget the second E on there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know this, man. Yeah. You know this, man. Is DJ Chase, the pregame party Miss podcast. Traviee, the new single "My Will" out now, streaming right here on DJ Chase Radio. The videos out now is fire. It's very dramatic. It's very intense. So get in tune with him. His visuals is fire. It's DJ Chase, the pregame party Miss podcast, right here on WDJC DB, DJ Chase Radio, DJChase.net, Spotify podcast, Apple podcast. Get that DJ Chase Radio merch, and we are out of here. Yeah.